What if I told you the biggest money in 2026 is not going to come from the next meme stock? It is about owning the right business before the crowd wakes up and sees that it is a place where a lot of people are putting money and we are seeing exponential growth. Most investors wait for the confirmation. They wait to start investing when the market starts increasing. And honestly, smart investors will go ahead and position themselves long before the narrative becomes obvious to just the regular investments. Now, 2026 is shaping to be a really separating year for a majority of people where a lot of strong companies are pulling away. We're seeing a lot of buyouts. We're seeing a lot of collaborations. Weak ones are getting exposed, and a lot of them are even getting just bought out in their entirety for billions of dollars. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down my top 5 stock picks for 2026. Not any hype trades, not any day trades. It is not what I do. It is about building real wealth, real businesses, long-term growth when we start looking at balance sheets and what normal investors can get into. And of course, make sure that you stay till the end. Stock number 5, not super flashy, but it could be one of the most important companies to hold for decades, and I want to get into it. So before we talk about stocks and really looking at them, let's talk about the strategy. When we start looking at this list, it is long-term growth, long-term investors, real earnings, very strong balance sheets, and really massive tailwinds that could be behind these companies. It is not speculation. It's not getting rich quick. This is how wealth is built over an extended amount of time. If your goal is financial independence, passive income, protecting your future, and getting to that debt-free journey, this is the mindset you need to head going into 2026. So stock number 1, in the one and only stock on this list that I actually do own. If you're familiar with my channel, I only invest in ETFs, but there is one single stock and only one single stock that I do own in my portfolio. That is NVIDIA. When we start looking at and really don't confuse the popularity of the company over with what they do, NVIDIA is just not an AI stock, even though they are kind of poised as an AI infrastructure and really a company that does a lot more. When we start looking at the infrastructure layer of AI for the entire economy or even the global economy, NVIDIA is there. When you look at major trends, artificial intelligence, they are there. Data centers, they are there. Cloud computing, they are there. Autonomous systems, they are there. They are all running on NVIDIA chips. This is the reason why it matters. It's not about selling ideas. It's about selling the shovels for the biggest gold rush and really the biggest technology rush that we have seen in our lifetime. Revenue is exploding. The margins are super impressive. Demand still exceeds supply for what they have, driving the price up. Yes, it could be expensive for this, but honestly, when it gets expensive, it keeps a lot more people out and it will keep that growth compounding for the next 10 to 15 years. Even looking by 2030, they're expecting NVIDIA to be roughly $10 to $15 trillion for a market cap. So that is kind of incredible to think. Now, of course, some of the risks in here, the valuation being a little bit overvalued, the restrictions that could possibly come from tariffs or from China, and of course, competition. If AI spending continues, and I don't see it really tapering off anytime soon, this is going to be the kingmaker and the one you want to hold. Now, number 2, Amazon. Most people think Amazon is just the online shipping aspect. You order stuff, it comes to your door in a day or two. Amazon is really a big company that, again, a lot of people are not familiar with. Cloud computing giant, absolutely massive logistics empire. They are shipping worldwide. Digital advertising company, AI infrastructure layer, and they have a lot more that is coming with the AWS web services. It is the real engine between anything. And honestly, if you remember the AWS outage that happened about 2 weeks ago, it crippled a crazy amount of companies that do rely on exactly what Amazon does. Again, not just a packager, not just a distributor. And what most investors miss on this one, Amazon is trading at a discounted price compared to the historical valuation that we've seen, despite improving margins, making a lot of money, increasing and really going in with that cloud computing. Not in really isn't a story stock, but is more of a cash flow machine that is getting leaner, that is getting smarter, that can have a massive benefit with AI, with the workloads moving in the cloud. Amazon does win. Now, of course, with this regulation, retail margins, consumer slowdown, if supply and demand changes a little bit, if people are not buying as much as they used to, we could see that slow down a little bit. Normal investors, it is really a growth of scale with Amazon, and it is super powerful. Now, stock number 3, and this is actually a company I do not own, but I do personally use it. Might be a surprise to you. It is PayPal. So let's be honest, PayPal has been left for dead. That's exactly when this stock and why it is interesting. The market hates uncertainty, but the turnaround creates opportunity. Now, PayPal still processes trillions of dollars in payments. Think about that. It is a massive brand that people do trust worldwide. It's pivoting into that AI driven payments, crypto integration, digital wallets, share buybacks. The stock is cheap. The earnings are growing massively. Expectations are low. And honestly, it is a dangerous setup for bears. There can be competition, the execution of getting it just right, making sure PayPal is in the forefront, and being kind of the fintech disruption that we see with some of these companies. If the management team can execute on everything that they're planning, or even moderately well, this could be one of the best risk reward plays that we see within 2026. Now, stock number 4, a little bit different. We get into healthcare. It is Eli Lilly. This company is one of the largest companies and largest medical companies ever created, from weight loss, if you're getting any of that, metabolic health. They have done everything, looking at Moderna, looking at Zepbound, looking at all of the things that they produce, diabetes treatment, the obesity care, long-term healthcare. It is something that is never going away, guys. Healthcare and the need for healthcare will always be there. It is not a fad. It is a structural shift that we are seeing in the marketplace. And it isn't just growing revenue, but it is building a multitude and really a multi-decade pipeline of people with pricing power, global demand. Margins are very high. Cash flow is strong, where cash flow is king. Innovation is real, but long term, healthcare and innovation is one of the fastest growing themes that we see within the marketplace, and investors can get it. In the final one, which is going to be shocking, and I want to explain this a little bit, it's NextEra Energy. Now, not exciting, not trending, but extremely important. Here's the reality. When we look at companies like Amazon, when you look at companies looking at NVIDIA, the AI, the data centers, the electrical vehicles, the electrification of really the world, anything that we're doing for all of these AI companies, thinking of the infrastructure, thinking of the large language learning models, they need a massive amount of power. Now, this is the largest renewable energy producer in the world. That's right. That is NextEra and exactly what they do. With a regulatory utility base, predictable cash flows, they are going to give you growth from renewables, really stability from utilities, dividends that grow, and exposure to the rising and really crazy rise of the energy man. Now, this is a stock that a lot of people in its entirety will ignore until it starts compounding wealth. And of course, interest rates could affect this company as well as the capital cost. But building it for the portfolio, it is a foundational holding when it comes to energy in general, and really the energy sector in its entirety. It seems like the next 3 to 5 years is going to be incredibly crazy when it comes to really seeing where energy is going to be required, how much the AI infrastructure and all of these data centers are really going to take. And that is the big play to take away from this one. So here's the truth, guys. When it comes to having stock and having a portfolio, you don't need 20 stocks. You don't need 50 stocks. You don't need perfect timing. You need a great business model and patience when it comes to investing. 2026 is rewarding for a lot of people who think long term, ignore the noise, stay disciplined, and of course, continue investing into 2026. These 5 stocks represent where the world is going, not where it has been in its entirety. So, of course, guys, stocks are a lot of speculation when it comes to investing, and there are so many companies out there. I mean, literally thousands of companies in there. Tens of thousands of companies worldwide that you can invest in, and trying to kind of cherry pick a couple is incredibly difficult. And again, that's the reason why I do invest entirely in ETFs. So, of course, if this video helped you at all, hit that like button, subscribe for the daily content that we're putting out, and let me know, is there any stock on this list that really did surprise you? I know NVIDIA was a really easy one, but remember, wealth isn't built in moments. It is built in the years that you're investing, and I'll catch you in the next video.